Hello, Progress Woman, and welcome to our space for women like you and I who are in our prime, are unblocking, redefining, and progressing our deepest desired lives that we love. And you're doing this by encouraging it imperfectly. So you're seeing me looking down because I want to share with you an article I wrote in 2014 that I think is very important, that applies to us, that matters to us. And this is an article that I wrote that was called With My Own Two Hands. With my own two hands. In the bluest of the eye, Toni Morrison declares, what they do not know is that this plain brown girl will build her nest stick by stick, make it her own inviolable world. This plain brown girl will build her nest stick by stick, make it her own inviolable world. I don't know if you've watched how birds build their nest, how they bring a blade of grass, a stick here, a stick there, a feather here, a leaf there, and before long they have this beautiful nest that they call home. That's what she's referring to. And it's about a woman's determination to build for herself a life that she can call her own, a life that she can call home. I bought this book, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, in 2003, and this particular statement jumped at me. Maybe it was a season of life I was in where I was stepping out from corporate employment into following what I felt was my passion at the time, which was really training and coaching at the time. But the reason why these statements make sense to me, this bluest of the eye, this particular statement about building your nest stick by stick, is because when a bird is carrying that single blade of nest, it doesn't make sense to people. It may not make sense to everyone. And sometimes when you're trying to build a life that has meaning for you, not everyone will understand it because you're taking small decisions. You're making it. You're making small choices. You're making little adjustments here and there. But if you keep progressing it, if you keep stacking these small blades of grass up, what happens? You have a full nest. So sometimes, as you build the life that you would like to live in, a life that is worth living for yourself, a life that you would enjoy, it may not make sense to everyone how the process by which you're doing it. It's through thought, it's through reflection, it's with every prayer, right? With every moment where you take care of yourself, where you rest, all of that is part of it. It's small blades of grass, and it may not make sense to everyone. This process also may be painstakingly slow, and it may take a long time. It's not instantaneous. So it may look like it's taking forever for you to complete the kind of life that you like living. It may look forever that like your dream is taking forever to come true. But imagine, keep showing up, making the choices that build you up, making the choices that progress you, and remember, we are going to do this imperfectly. So it may be a long, slow process. Okay? When people look at you, all they see is this stick that is on the beak of the bird. But what they don't see is a bigger picture that you have, is you owning your vision. And by the way, in this second act of our lives, we need to have a clear vision. The way we had a clear vision when we finished school and college, and we had a vision for the kind of corporate we wanted to work with, the work that we wanted to do. In this second season, we need to have a second act vision, and that's part of a conversation I'd like us to have at a later date. The importance of having a second act vision and how to craft one. You need the skill on how to do that. But yes, people don't see. They see the blade of grass. They see you making small adjustments. They see you starting to have some movement, maybe starting to just take a walk in the evening, on a weekend, or taking a hike every once in a while. They see you going for a yoga class. But what they're seeing is a blade of grass. What they don't see is a dream, the bigger vision, the determination, the resolve to begin to build for yourself the kind of life that you desire. So, for you to build the deepest desired life that you love, please understand, keep your vision alive. even if nobody understands it, even if no one gets it, and keep making small adjustments, small steps. Keep encouraging it imperfectly, because indeed, eventually you will build your nest, that deepest desired life that you love. And with that, remember this, that everything that you've been through, every experience, every rise and every fall has prepared you for your next chapter. What you need to do is start where you are and keep progressing imperfectly, because you're a bold, blessed woman. See you next time. God bless.